would I buy it again? And the answer to that is no. And we're back. I definitely didn't just record one of these and find audio issues, so this is the first time I'm recording it. Today we're going to be reviewing, by request, the SpyderCo Delica 4. This is the lightweight variant, and this is requested by Jacko Samnia. Probably Samnia. Anyways, if we're wrong, correct me. I'm going to put his little comment somewhere on here. I probably already did. Anyway, the one I happen to have is this Bad Mammer Jammer, the pink and black variant. And usually it's a VG10 steel. This one is actually S30V. I'm not sure why they did that, but I'm okay with it. I'm kind of a little more partial to S30V for reasons I don't necessarily have the ability to describe. It's not diamond-like coating, the DLC normally. This is a titanium carbonitride coated. TICN. Yeah, so there you go. Pretty sweet. I can't even barely pronounce it. That's how cool it is. The blade itself is not Chicago legal, but it is Illinois legal, coming in at 2.88 inches. And if you didn't already notice, I got notes down here like, normal. Overall weight, 2.4 ounces. The lightweight variant is lightweight because it's got FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon scales. These are not micarta, they're not real metal scales. They are plastic with little metal inserts, just like we like around here. But yeah, 2.4 ounces, so you can't argue with that. It doesn't feel like you're carrying anything when you're carrying it in your pocket. It's one of the SpyderCos that didn't come from Golden Earth, Colorado, I believe is the normally where you get them from if you're getting them out of the US of A. This one came from Seiki City, Japan. I probably mispronounced that too, and I'll probably roll some B-roll, but you can't really see it from that distance on that screen. But that's what it says right here, stamped. It's a back lock. This one happens to be a drop point blade, and it's a full flat grind, but you can get them in combination serrated and flat, full serrated, Warncliffe serrated, Trainer, Anyway, it looks to be exclusively a Sal Glesser design. On some of the other models, you'll see Eric Glesser stamp as well, but this one doesn't appear to have that. So I'm guessing this is predates Eric doing some designs, or he just didn't get down on this one. All right, let's keep going. So I am going to comment on the fact that I don't have a OEM clip on this bad boy. This is a Lynch Northwest clip. If you aren't familiar with Lynch, get familiar. Their clips are amazing. They fit in your pocket better. They are like 20 bucks, but I'd say it's worth it. The fact that all my SpyderCo knives all have them on there should be a telltale sign. And I'll do a review just on Lynch Northwest in the future because why the hell not, right? Pros, ergonomics, especially with this like rear thumb choil on the back. My big old ham hock hands fit very well around it. There's a solid purchase. I feel like I could do some solid knife work with this if I had to cut up some, charcuterie boards for a concert or something. If they'd let me bring it in, they probably won't let you bring this in. Trick for that, my buddy brought in an Opinel, and they didn't even look twice at it because it's so classy looking. I need to get me an Opinel. It's a very solid feeling for the action. Open and close can be done one-handed. I'll definitely get into the con factor of that because it's not a 10 out of 10, but it is still pretty solid, pretty good fidget factor to it. Blade's definitely well-centered with not a lot of play. I have minimal work put into this thing beyond adjusting the screws just a little bit just to make sure it opens exactly how I like it to and a little bit of lube. Other than that, it's fresh out of the box. And I love the color combination. It's one of the reasons I got this one. It jumps out a little more flashy as far as the knives in my collection go, so I'm a big fan of it. I only have one con on the list, and it's the fact that it's a back lock. I'm a bigger fan of their compression lock, but based on the size of compression lock, I don't know that they could do a compression lock on this one, kind of like they did on their little Native where you have different choices. I even think they have a slip lock on one of them, but yeah, that's my only downside. So let's quickly go over all the major talking points here. Spidey Flick, definitely. Illinois legal, definitely. Lots of custom options. Yeah, the list goes on, even to a titanium and Damascus blade one that's pretty awesome and would be just a nice piece to have in the collection. Clip mount options, yes. It's got 4 different, so whether you're left-handed, right-handed, tip down, tip up, it don't matter. They've got you covered. And again, I'd probably do it with a Lynch Northwest clip. Fidget factor. Yes. Higher if it had a compression lock, not a 10 out of 10, but still solid 7.5 out of 10. It still got it. Probably one of the better questions. Would I buy it again? And the answer to that is no. Now knowing what it is and having used it for a little while, I'd probably rather spend the money on a Paramilitary 3. I'd be happy to get it as a gift, if anybody's watching this. But I'd rather spend the money on something else. The only question I have that's better than that in my eyes is, should you buy one? And my answer to that is maybe. If you've got the funds and you want a new knife in your collection, go for it. I also highly recommend trying to find someone who already owns one who'd be happy to let you borrow it for a few days to a couple of weeks. Get to know it, see if you like it, and if you do, yeah, add it to your collection. Why not? Nick Shabazz uses it as his baseline for a comparison to lots of different knives, so that should speak volumes in and of itself. Beyond that, I really don't have anything else.